questions after that one?
Well, like I said after the game, that was a good win for us. Going into the game, we wanted to play physical, play fast, have a lot of energy, and our players really did that and did it well. Happy the way our defense played. Certainly nice to have Jake back at full speed, making the plays that he made. And offensively, I felt like we had good rhythm. We left some points out there, but we certainly made plays and certainly answered when we had to. So I was happy with all three phases. I thought it was one of our better games.
What do you think about Tennessee?
Well, when you watch them on video, they look good. They're very fast on the defensive front. Got some young linebackers that really run around. All long secondary guys. Do a good job on defense. Offensively, I think their offensive front's pretty good. They've struggled at quarterback since the injury. And, haven't had really found a rhythm that they would like to offensively. But they're a very talented team.
You guys really have pretty good numbers against Tennessee versus what Tennessee. What you take?
Yeah, he did. He's a young kid with a nice release. Throws a good ball. You see the talent that he has to be a quarterback.
Coach, I'm not asking you to talk about the refs negatively or anything, but what was the excuse you got on the Elton Ford personal foul?
Well, that was a penalty. Elton hit a guy away from the ball. You can't do that. That's a penalty.
You know Derek Dooley?
No, just from the meetings that we've been around.
Your team has been pretty good at winning the games that you're supposed to win. Can you speak to what maybe that says about the program, your guys, things like that?
Well, I thought the game the other night was a big win for us. It's two top 10 matchup. We came out and played well. We executed. I thought our guys outplayed them, and that's how we got the win. It's this group of seniors that will be playing their last game in this stadium has learned how to compete, how to win, how to stick together, and that's why this is an important game for us. We need to make sure that we send them out with a win in their last game in our stadium.
For you guys to reach some of your goals, you're going to need to win every game, and I know you're going to take one game at a time. But in terms of potential three-way tie in the West, BCS ranking is the top priority. You give some credence to winning the style points down the road?
I think what you do is you really focus on practicing well this week, doing a good job in our preparation, making sure that our seniors understand this is our last time we get to play in the stadium, making sure all the younger players understand that we're going to send this group of seniors out with a win in their last game from the stadium. And that's how you have opportunities open up for you. You keep a narrow focus on what you need to do on a daily basis.
All senior days, I guess, are special, but this class being your first class, can you just kind of talk about what?
Yeah, I think it's a special class for me because we all came in together. We went through some hard times. We stuck together, kept battling. I always think back on that first year when things weren't going well, but these guys came to practice eager to learn, eager to work, eager to get better, and we did that. We kept improving as the year went on, and then built it a step further the following year, and then went to a BCS bowl game last year. So this class has done a lot for this football program.
You guys beat the number 9 BCS team by 2 touchdowns, and you dropped from 7 to 8. You said you just kind of shake your head and go, what's going on with this stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of just say, you figure it out, because I can't figure it out.
Both Becca and Dennis Johnson, SEC player of the week.
Yeah, I think they both really did a nice job. Obviously, the kickoff return for a touchdown was huge for Dennis. Another nice return. Was a big part of the win in the game. And then Jake's, the way he played, not only the 3 sacks and the forced fumble, but how hard he played and how disruptive he was the entire game to their quarterback.
How big is it for Dennis to have back-to-back success? It's like it's kind of a good game that maybe wants to.
Yeah, that's something that we've been working hard with them, is the consistency and consistency in your approach throughout the week. And I think he's worked extremely hard at that. I think Coach Horton's done a really nice job with them on just coming to work each day, have a good attitude, smile on your face, and go out and work hard. All the players, in that running back room is a really good room. Those guys push each other hard. They get out on the practice field. They all want that rep. So there's not a lot of room for not coming out and working hard.
I'm sure you don't get caught up in the what has to happen and all that kind of thing, but do you still hold the carrot out there in front of the guys and you still can win an SEC or a national?
Yeah, I think everyone knows that the way that you have an opportunity to have that happen is you beat Tennessee this week. And we're a mature enough team to understand that. That's what we're focused on. That's all you can focus on. You know, the state of Arkansas needs to show up for these seniors, pack this stadium, go out and perform better than we did last week. And we performed well last week, but we want to take a step further.
You know, an earthquake came through here about 10:50 something. I wonder if you have an earthquake story if you were.
Yeah, I was wondering if that came when it hit is when Kobe dropped the pass. Kobe Hamilton doesn't drop passes. I mean, that's like the end of North Dallas 40 when they throw the ball to the guy and it hits his hands and it drops out of his hands. It's like, are you kidding me? Kobe Hamilton does not drop passes ever. So I bet that's when the earthquake hit.
Kenny, what's on Missouri coming in?
Missouri, we're excited about them coming in. You know, I think it'd be good for us. We've run into them a lot in recruiting. We have lost a few kids before where they said they wanted to stay in the Big 12. And, you know, that's what they grew up watching. So I think it's a positive for us. We've got good players on our football team from the state of Missouri. We've always went in there and done a good job of recruiting. So I think it's all positives for us.
James and Joe are different career receptions league, the time chance to break. Just what have you thought about those two guys specifically, their careers to your offense?
Oh, they've had great careers, you know, and one of the ways the offense works is each guy has their week, has their game. They step up, make big plays, and you know, you see that all the time. You see that with Joe, you see it with Jarius. The thing that I'm so proud of them this year is how well they've done on the sideline with their competitive spirit, their leadership, and bringing out the best in everybody else.
Is it kind of getting annoying that no one's giving Joe a chance to return punts?
Yeah, that does get annoying. You know, that guy the other night, he punted the ball so high. We don't have very many opportunities. But what you do is you look at the stats and you say, okay, what was our net punt? What was their net punt? And we've been on the winning end of that because of the threat of Joe. Yeah, you know, in the Ole Miss game, I'm seeing him standing on the sideline, and we're not playing him a whole lot. And it's a big man that played well a year ago at defensive end. So after the game, I just made a decision that I'm going to get him back on the field, get him more reps, move him back over at defensive end. And came out, I think he had 17 snaps. We didn't have many snaps on defense. That's a good thing. But he played 17 and did a nice job. Did a real nice job.
When you look at your short yards the other night, what did you see on tape that wasn't happening the way you wanted it to happen?
The timing of it. You know, the timing of the back and the blocks were off. We weren't in sync with our tracks and where we needed to be. And we just didn't operate like we normally do on short yardage and goal line.
Possibility for Denarius to go back this week?
There's a possibility, yeah. You know, I was hoping that maybe last week he would be back, so obviously if we got a better chance of it this week. It's just going to be, you know, how he does in practice, how he reacts to it, where we're at as we get later on in the week. But I would go into the week encouraged that, hey, we might have Tank back this week.
Were you really somewhere when the earthquake hit, though? I mean, when you...
Oh, I don't remember. It didn't hit when he dropped the ball?
A couple hours.
Was it really?
We were up in the press box and it was shaking like crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
At 10:15, huh?
10:50.
It was about 10:15.
And it really shook?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I missed that one, though. I must have been driving in the car or something.
Tennessee's really struggled this year. They haven't won a conference game yet, but I guess they play what's great as the toughest schedule. What do you see from them? How dangerous are they?
They're good. They're a good football team. They play good defense. They fly around. I'm impressed with their effort and their speed on defense. Offensively, when you watch their offensive front, they impress you a lot. And, you know, we have to really do a good job this week of getting better as a team in practice.
Will Mark Blair return to all of his duties that he had before?
Yeah, he'll get the opportunity to. We'll see how the week plays out.
I don't have the totals in front of me, but y'all done a good job of
Yeah, it's been huge. And, you know, early in the year, we weren't getting that. And when things don't happen early, I always feel like, okay, that's not a bad thing, because you keep playing hard and keep competing hard, they're going to come. And, you know, in the last weeks, I know we got, what, a safety, then a touchdown, and really, I thought we had another touchdown, but, you know, it turned into a touchdown on the 1-inch line. And those turnovers that came in the fourth quarter were huge in the game. And, you know, we messed one up, didn't get points out of that, but we didn't leave them on the 1-yard line. So everything's been positive with our turnovers. And then in the special teams, you know, to be able to have 4 touchdowns in special teams is huge.
Coach, can you talk?
I don't know if I've ever been in a year where we had that many on special teams.
Coach, can you talk about your defensive line? It seemed like they got a lot of push. You guys didn't have to send a lot of people on Saturday night. The D-line got just a lot of push up front.
Yeah, our D-line played well. They played fast and physical. You know, we got after them all week long about we're getting better, we're improving. Now it's time to put it all together. And our inside guys were playing hard, fighting for reps. They're all fighting to get more reps. That's what they want to do. And then, you know, we got some bodies back on the edge, and Jake's back to full speed. You know, his injury was a bad injury that he just hung in there and kept getting better. And, you know, he wasn't the same player his first couple games back, but certainly we saw Jake Beckett the other night.
Tyler Wilson.
Couple more.
The protection for Tyler Wilson Saturday was very good. That had to have to do with moving the pocket so much or play the offensive line.
I thought first of all, the play of the offensive line. You know, they were really focused on their sets. It's the best we've set all year, with our technique, our fundamentals, keeping our hips down, our eyes where they need to be. You could really see the focus and the concentration. We did move the pocket. We did feel going in there. These are a great defensive line. We need to, you know, change them. You know, kind of the term everyone likes nowadays is change the launch point of the quarterback. I don't know whoever came up with that kind of stupid term, but we did move the pocket and threw the ball from different spots on the field.
Sorry for not knowing this. Was Colton in on any of those short yards?
No, he
Could
wasn't.
he do both ways?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. You focus so hard on, you know, practicing, and I'm not sure if we could work that out or not.
Like in the sub or as much as you do, when you watch that film, they kind of just burn at you and see all the points.
Yeah, I mean, we don't like to have the points left out there, but I think the encouraging part is when you play a defense that's that good, and you had those opportunities. We did score 44 on them, and we had the opportunities to score more. You know, you feel good about how we're executing, how we're controlling the line of scrimmage, how we're getting back to some balance in our offense. So there's a whole bunch of positives there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.